Oh, look, I'm down there in that little corner. How did I end up down there? Let's make it big. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, all. First up, can you hear me? You hear me. Let's start with that because we just ran into some more mess. So we're going to start with that to make sure that everybody can hear me, and then we can go into all of the fun stuff. Yes. Okay, we won for the day. We won for the day because you're able to hear me and see me. Literally, the a little before this had everything paired up. DJI mic minis were plugged in. Everything was working good. In fact, now I'm going to redo this a little. Everything said it was working fine. And then I left the room and I came back and I seen a blue flashing. So it's trying to connect to Bluetooth. That seems to be our issue. So it keeps trying to connect to Bluetooth. And we're not down with the Bluetooth. No, I didn't want to be down with the Bluetooth. So we're back on regular mic, which means when Corey's on mic, I got to be a little quiet. So that way we don't get the feedback. We'll give it our go. We'll see what we can do. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. So welcome, Tuesday with Todd, folks. Here's how tonight's going to work. We've got some interesting stuff going on. We're going to have Crystal and Pilar. They should be able to kick it off down here because I honestly don't remember what we said we were going to do. First, I do remember some stuff because we've got some stuff going on. We're going to make a few Easter designs tonight. So there's a few of those that we're going to do. We have also, Crystal and Pilar are going to run a deal to give away their designs. And we have a mystery box to talk about. And then, State of the Union and that. So what do you say? First up, I'm going to go find the link to that mystery box, right? Because I should be live right now. And let's go find it together, shall we? If you're watching on Instagram, I don't know if I'll see your comments, but guess what? Come over to YouTube land and we'll be able to see the stuff. So first up, I'm going to share screen because then I do believe share screen, you will be able to see. There it is. Okay. So we're at least going to be in the right spot. And then we'll check in. We'll do it with there. And then it can be there for it. All right. So first up, before we get into everything and the hellos and things like that, head over to the Rhinestone world. And look, we got some new designs. Remember, this aqua turquoisey color. That's most likely going to be Pilar. The green is most likely going to be Crystal. And the blue is most likely going to be a TRW. So if you are someone who is in one of our groups that gets the digital credits, blue is what you want to be looking for. And we just dropped 5 new ones. So we've got autism because next month is Autism Awareness Month. So we've got, 5 new designs there. And you're more than welcome to here. This is what we're looking at. Mystery box right here. We've got 10. There is only 10 of these. All right, that's it. There's 10. That's it. There's 10. But we're going to try and get something and see what works with it. Now, what are we getting tonight? All right. So inside every one of these, because listen, I've been part of that where you've got a mystery box and it's full of shit. And it really frustrated me. Or it's not really a mystery box because everybody has the same thing. And it's a mystery because you don't know what's inside of it. You're right, until somebody else opens up and I see it. So here's how we did it, right? You don't want a box that's full of crap. Right? Let's be honest. Nobody wants a box full of crap, right? Well, how are we fixing that? Here is how we are fixing that, okay? You're getting 5 foot of magic flock in it. There's 5 foot of 12-inch transfer tape in it. There's 5 foot of 6-inch bling anything. There's 1 full roll of HTV anything and 1 full roll of vinyl shield in it. That's the essentials, right? Right there for it. But now, there's going to be a mix of some other things. Strip flock, glitter HTV, holographic HTV, twinkle HTV, hot fix rhinestones, Rhinestuds, flatbacks, rhinestone glue, pickup tools, other stuff. I think Corey found some bling sheets that she put in there. She found some weeding rings in there. So she's got them there. Now, retail value, make sure every box is over $200. $99. $99 for this. There's only 10. So only 10 of you get it. All right. But here's the other side of that. If you spend more than, what did we say, girls? I better verify on that. Better find the comments. What did we say? What did we say on that? If they spend over what, they will be entered in it. Do you have it on my sheet so I kind of remember? Yes. Orders over $100 before shipping, after discount. So before shipping, after discounts, here it is, over $100 there. Every order over $100, you will qualify. For every $100 you spend, you'll qualify for a mystery box. One entry for that. So that'll be a separate one, right? Everybody can get in the free one. All right. We're going to do free one where we'll give away the template. We've got 2 templates tonight, so we might even throw a template in one of those mystery boxes. Yeah, we'll put one of the templates in the one that we give away tonight. All right. So for everybody who spends more than $100, you get entered in there. And that's just for you guys there. Free ones, we're going to give away a mini pack. We'll give away a template. And then Crystal and Pilar. For them, what do we have in there? Buy a Crystal or Pilar design, and you get 5 entries. And we're going to give away one of their designs each too, right? A code for them. We'll figure out how they're going to run that. So I think that's everything. We'll go through it. But before we do that, let's check in and see how everybody's doing. But I wanted to put that out there for it before we get in there for it. Let's see, because we got lots to talk about. We got a frustration with Microsoft. Your frustration does not belong on us. Your frustration belongs on Microsoft, okay? It's not us. I swear it is not us on it, all right? Stacia, good afternoon, good evening. Hello to you. What's up, Chuck? Good evening to you, my friend. Let's see as we scroll through these, because I'm going to go back up there and kind of burn through them. Let's see. Thank you for the reminder to show up, Danielle. You're very welcome. Kevin, hello to it. I know the reminders cost ton of money, but they really help me out. I always forget to tune in the AM show with that. What reminders? What cost me Monday? What cost me money? Sending them out, email, the things. That's why you like and subscribe. We make sure that we get them for Eric. Good evening to you, my friend. Rich, good evening to you. Debbie, good evening to you as well. And Russeline, hello to you. And let's see as we scroll through the rest of these. Let's see. Hope everyone enjoyed the warming weather. We've had some crazy weather and storms today, and now I think we're going from like 83 to like 43 in a day. So it's going to be amazing. Welcome to the Midwest if you didn't know about that for it. Let's see. They're going through there. Carol Sue, hello to you. Magnificent Crystal. Princess Crystal. Make sure you get that right in there. Let's see. And the beloved Betty. Oh, very nice. I like that. I like you guys' little pet names for each other. What do you call me besides a-hole when I'm not around? Pasha, good evening to you. And Pilar's back. You know, she went boat shopping. You know, she's got champagne and caviar dreams on, you know, a Miller Lite and Bogey's mustard budget, right? I think that's what it is. Like, there's some boats. I told her, I'm like, you're going to see some boats and be like, holy hell, there's going to be some boats with it. Let's see. Linda, good evening to you. And Precious, good evening to you. And Debbie, hello. And we'll scroll through theirs. I think I'm probably missed somebody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I missed you. We're trying to get through these so we can get caught up with it. Yes, I learned last week I can be a little and slow it down and explanatory, and I can talk in a structured voice. That's what I learned last week. Okay, so there's the link for the mystery box. Right click, copy, paste, go there. So that way you can have those. Like I said, there is only 10 of them available. Drinking Coke Zero. Been warm with scattered clouds today. You know, I have never tried a Coke Zero. I was a big Coke addict, not the drinking Coke. And I mean, it wasn't uncommon. I could, you know, like those 16-ounce bottles, the 6-packs that you get, you know, 3 to 6 of them a day, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, whatever. And then when in 21 or 20, whenever it was, when I got COVID and lost my sense of taste, I'm like, why am I even getting this? I can't taste anything. So I'll just, you know, get water. I've been on a water kick since, so close to 5 years. In that time, I did have Coke one time, and that's when we went down to Atlanta to the Coke Museum. Didn't taste like how I remembered it. I've tried it a few times. Now, if I want a soda pop, it's going to be Dr. Pepper. Try like the sweetness with that, but otherwise, I'm pounding these full of water every day. coffee, energy drink, water. That's what we got for it. Yeah, Plar's back. Everybody on their best behavior. There it is. Over 100 before shipping after discounts. Spend that, get entered in, and we're going to give one of those to there. Can you buy multiple designs for multiple entries? We'll let Crystal and Pilar decide on how they want to work that. And like I said, if you're watching over in Instagram land, what I'm going to do is I'm going to view on the tube, but I have to make sure that it's quiet, and then I will copy that and post it in here. Why? I don't want that to happen. And that way I can put it down here in the comments and you guys can come check that out. If you're over in Instagram land, let me get you the link to the mystery box. So that way you can take a look at that as well. And while we're doing on this, you know what else I forgot? There's a code. 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 Code. There's a code. There's a code. There's a code. Code. There's a code. There's a code. There's a code. Code. Where is the code? Code. Where is it at? Banners? It's in the banners. Okay. So there it is. Use the code TWT to save 25% on Rhinestones, Rhinestones, Flatbacks, and HTV. We're going to go with HTV. HTV is in there too, I believe. So HTV is in there too. So your holographics, your glitters, your stuff like that. You know what? I'm going to make sure I'm going to edit that and turn it off there. And we're going to put and HTV, right? Yeah. Why did that not even? And there it is. HTV. There it is. Okay, now I can show it. So that's a code. Don't forget that for it. Okay. So we have that. We have that there for it. Where was I back on there? So yeah, we're gonna let them decide on this one for it. Buy one of Crystal Pilar's equal 5 entries for you. I'll give away one of mine to choose from instead of a mini pack if they want to swap out the win. There you go for that. And what do you think? Each one 5 entries? I mean, I'm good for that. We just gotta manage that. I don't want to create stress for you guys, so you tell me there. Right? When is our frustration not Microsoft? When it's Google, right? When it goes back from there. Dinah, right? Dinah? We thought we had figured out, and the best thing is they've tried and reach out to Microsoft. We've posted, I think Crystal might even be working on a video for it, or she found one and posted there. She posted in the group. That's about the best that we can do because it is not an us issue. It's all on that Windows update that happened this week. Windows didn't update and it screwed with some stuff. If anybody is a sublimation printer or a wide format printer and they remember a few years back, Windows didn't update and it took out all of our ink profiles for the Epson and we couldn't figure out what the hell was going on and it being an update. Sounds like we're running the same thing with it. So yes, by the end of this, no one will be able to say the M word. That's what I'm saying because it is there for it. Yes, we found a boat. You got to sell a few more designs. It's a lot more, right? I'm trying to decide on a rhinestone color for my new ukulele. Oh, my choice is flamingo. That's what Chloe's getting done and is in flamingo. When she gets her refresh, it's gonna be in flamingo. And flamingo is coming in stock in flatback stones as well. So that's coming in there for it. Let's see where we at with it. No water, but regular Coke, no good with diabetes. I would agree with that, Derek. You know a hell of a lot more about it than I do on that. So you tell me. I get it. Well, yes, I drink water, but I didn't get any version of COVID. But I need to cut my sugars. Yeah, I'm just water. Oh yeah, let me get the link for the drawing so that way you can go get entered in. I thought I put that in there. I did not. Let's go ahead and we're going to copy the link. We'll shorten the URL. We will copy that and we will drop it in here so that way you have it. And then right click, copy, paste that. Instagram land, guess what? You're going to get that link too, so you can go ahead and get there. We want you to be part of it. But if you want to be interactive, we want to see your stuff and all of that, you need to head over to YouTube so that way we can actually see you and see what's going on with it. And remember, sharing is caring, folks. You guys share. You share. You never know. You get us over 100, maybe we throw in some extra stuff tonight. Maybe we throw in another mystery box and we give 2 of them away. And then, and everybody can get it. So, yeah, why don't we see what happens? Okay, let's see as we go through things. Crystal's going to edit the video. And now, and I remember now I have a way to uninstall updates. So I'll try that on someone next too. Yeah, we're we're throwing S at the wall and seeing what sticks at this point, because it is 100% a Microsoft issue. 100% Microsoft issue. Nothing on Wizard there with it. Don't forget to like and share the page. That's right. Like and share. Need to show out here to be. That's right. They work so hard. And we work hard, and every day I wake up and wonder, is this a day that we don't get any sales? 100% lie. If I ever start to feel where I'm just like on cruise control, I want somebody to kick me in the sack and say, yo, still got a lot of work to do. As we're going through things like, plans for this year's expand out on memberships on both the Wizard and then also on the YouTube membership, and then get the mentorship community back up and running. And those are kind of 3 projects that we're working on. We're working on a move, and I'll give you an update on all this. So let's start State of the Union. You got all your stuff in here, right? When Alex said, lost all taste and smell of COVID. Taste and smell. I never had the best smeller before. I broke my nose. Girl broke my nose, pushed me into a table. We're playing Rumpelstiltskin. I was about 6, and hit the corner of a picnic table because that was home base. Went to tag me, and right there, and it cracked my nose. Broke my nose, but that flap that's in there, it's not connected, so it stays on one side or the other. So I can only breathe out of one side at a time. Smelling is just as bad for me. So certain smells really get me. Baby poop, dog poop, those things. Those things get me. Puke in general. I guess there's any, poop and puke. It starts with a P. But it took me a while to get that back. The taste came back, and that, because, God, if I couldn't smell and taste, I would be a skinny kid, because I would be a skinny kid with it. So it is there with it. But no, I did get it back. So that there. But I'm still on water kick. I still love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. What did I see? Debbie, yes, we plan on going to Dex. Now, traditionally, we would go up there, and we'd be up there from the time the show opened on Friday to the time the show closed on Saturday. We'd be there before show. We'd come into town on Thursday, and we'd hang out with friends and maybe attend some stuff. This year, if the plan is to still go, but we actually have a wedding that weekend, so we will go up Friday. Friday after we take the kids to school, we'll go up there. So we probably won't even get up there until maybe noon, and then we'll enjoy that, and then we'll hang out with friends, and whoever wants to meet up on Friday night, we can do that. And then Saturday, we might walk the show floor once, but then we're dipping out because we got a wedding, so we need to be back in time to get ready for that. At least that's the thing. That's the plan. Corey's in charge. So whatever she says goes with it. I hear you. And that's where I wish it was a simple fix where we said, yep, you just do this. Everything is good to go. Microsoft. So as new things come on there, Alex, you're lucky. You even get those from there. You don't know, Debbie, you don't know how much I do as well. When it was in Tinley Park, it was literally like 8 turns from our house. And, we're a couple hours away, but it was right off the interstate. We got on our interstate. It took us right by the Tinley Park Convention Center, right in there. Now at the other place, it adds a half hour to an hour, depending on traffic, onto our time. The hotel costs more. I'm not particularly happy about it, but we'll see. We'll see how it is. But we do go like seeing friends and doing that. So there's giveaway form. There's everything within. Let's get into it. All right. State of the Union. Where are we on stuff? As we go through things, as far as the move goes, we've got some things on the back end of the move that we're in a hold pattern right now, because maybe another deal came up, and maybe we're not going to do so much in the first spot. I know, right? You get a spot, and then another thing falls into place, and we're seeing how all those play out. So we're kind of in a hold pattern right now on that. There'll still be a move of some sort happening, but a storefront may not be happening anytime soon. It might not be happening until mid-summer, end of summer. Production facility will be up and going, but it's just, there's a lot of behind the scenes things. There's a lot of, state and local politics involved in how we can make some of this stuff work, and what we can do with, extra deposits and 2 bills and 2 leases, and how we can all do that. So the joys of running a business, you're not 100% sure what's going to happen from day to day to day. And That's what it is. Day to day to day, we go through it. Like if there wasn't a fire every day, I wouldn't know what to do. If we didn't have a fire every day, I would not know what to do. I'm looking back through my notes to see if what I had in here and things that we were going to talk about. So that was the store update. 24-inch flock. 24-inch flock has been doing good. We've had questions on it. Yeah, it's just a 12-inch and it's just wider. That's all it is. It's because someone said, "Can I just order a foot of it?" I said, "Well, how about you order 2 foot of the other one and turn it sideways?" Because that's what it is. It's the same stuff. And I don't think they realized it. Someone else said, it wasn't what they were expecting. And I think they were expecting strip flock, not the flock, not magic flock. Because they're like, this isn't for them. We haven't had it. And it hasn't been available for a couple of years. So we got that figured out. But strip flock 24-inch limited quantity is available. And then depending how it sells is really how much we bring back in. Doesn't make sense to have them manufacture 24-inch rolls for us if it doesn't really sell. Like we said, we would try it. As long as people buy it, we'd bring it back in. We'd throw some on each order. But right now, once it sells out, it won't be back in until May. Sometime probably mid to end of May is when it'll be back in. So if you need 24-inch, go ahead and get it. Get your stuff there because, it does come in handy on those bigger designs. So there's that. DTF is really close. We ran some stuff over the weekend and we had some issues creating buttons and everything worked in the sandbox. We brought it to there. Didn't necessarily work how we wanted it to. So dev team and I needed we're on Tuesday, right? So it was last night. Went over some things. We think we got it figured out. They're going to start building on that. And then crossing fingers soon. Now, as soon as it's available, because we might even run down to our print facility this week since the kids are on break and we have time to, so you guys can actually see what we're working with, because we do have a print facility that's going to handle all that for us. We've been working with them since the beginning of our DTF journey. We're like, that's who we buy our equipment from. We're like, hey, what can we do print facility wise so we can work something here? I want to be able to, if I want to go on vacation, to be able to have you help me out with it. So their goal was, hey, if you're getting an order in by noon, we'll make sure that it prints out that same day. So we're going to get some content on that. Then there's going to be gang sheet builders. So there'll be a standard linear inch builder where you can it's pretty idiot proof. So it's pretty Todd proof. You can just, hey, I have this design. It'll be this size. I need this many of them, and it'll just fill it for you. You don't have to do anything else. Then there'll be the studio, where here's the gang sheet builder, where you can select your size, your gang sheet. You're going to add your images, your own or the ones in our image library, and then you can build your gang sheets that way. As far as 3 types of DTF, there's going to be your standard DTF. Then there's going to be your glitter DTF, and then there's also going to be UV adhesive DTF. Those are the 3 types of DTF that we're offer for it. So with that is the update on DTF. It is coming soon. Okay, next up, shipping issues. There were some shipping issues, and the best thing I can tell you is stop picking the cheapest way to go, because you can see that stuff's in transit, and sometimes especially USPS Crown Advantage. We're in the Midwest, right? Sometimes getting something to the 4 corners takes a little longer. It might take 5 to 7 days on that, because they're going Ground Advantage. So first thing to do is check your tracking number. You should get a tracking number it should be attached to your order. So there's a tracking number there. Also, when we ship them out, Ship Station should be sending you an email that also has your tracking number. So start with those 2. We can't file claims. We can't do anything, especially if stuff's still in transit. If it's still in transit and it's still moving, and it says moving to the next destination, or it has something there, then yes, we're waiting on it. Now, if it's stuck somewhere and hasn't moved for 2 days, then you can reach out right through there and say, hey, what's going on with this package? Because if we file the claim, we can't do anything until UPS decides, or FedEx or USPS, that there is something going on with the package. If we go ahead and just reship, and then it starts moving again, you get it, there's a good chance that you'll end up with 2 packages. And then, let's be honest, a lot of people won't pay for that second package. They're like, sorry, the other one never showed up. I don't know what to tell you. And, a lot of times it's here, it's a $10 thing, it's a $20 thing. But what happens when it's like a $500 order? Or what happens when we send the order and you had it sent to the wrong house or the wrong address, or somebody stole it off your porch? So the shipping, once it leaves our hands, it's in the hands of the shipper, just how you should be with your customers too. And so if there's an issue with it, check with them first, and then we can figure it out and go from there. The other option is go ahead and reorder, and then you file the claim, and then you get the stuff, the cash back from them or the credit back from them, however they work it on there. So do that. Okay. Now the big thing. So Windows did an update sometime in the last week because it didn't affect everybody. And so I think some people, their update schedule is different. And it is an error that we have nothing to do with. Absolutely nothing. It is all in the Windows side of things. And we found a few fixes for it that's probably working for about 90% of the people, I would say. And it's not, at first it looked like it was just all people on 5. Then we started seeing people with 6. Okay. It was a 2026 thing. We're like, oh, yep, it's everywhere. We reached out to our dev team. That was the first thing we did. Hey, we got this error. What's it? We're like, it's not an us error. That's a Windows error. It's a Windows issue. It is not a Wizard issue. There's nothing wrong with Wizard. There's nothing wrong with Krill. It is 100% on Microsoft. So we did some research. Here's some stuff that worked, and that's what we're giving to people, because we're not Microsoft. We can't make anything work with there. So it's hard to work on something that's not yours. So we're going to hope that it gets cleared up here, and we're going to keep trying stuff, but it is just not working out the way that it should be for it. And Debbie said same for her. Yeah, it was great when it was in Tinley Park. We had the good restaurants around. Like for us, we would go, right out of the parking lot, and there was the Italian, the sandwich place that was right there. No, they weren't there last time, were they? They weren't there last time because they were closed. So we went across the street, but we used to go there, and then across the street was the pizza place, and then you had the donut place down the street. It was great for everything, and being a new place just seems high end with it. I put your name out to someone at Impressions Hub. I can't remember. I love it. 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 Woo, Dax Nashville. That should be a good show because it's the first time down there for it, and that's there. Microsoft had an update, and nothing on us. It was all on them, and so. Yeah, now that you said it, you're probably going to get it, Jerry. Now that you can do it. What's the best program I can start with? I'm going to say go to our website and download the free trial of Corel and the Wizard and give it a try for free. That's what I'm going to say because, kind of biased that way with it to go through it. Great news is it looks like there's going to be a T-shirt war. Gildan made their G500 much better than the 3000. That's even better. But there are 3 other companies with just good shirts. There's so much there, for much less, like G5000, 285, other 174. Ooh, we'll see how everything goes with that. And that, we'll see how that all goes. I always love because we've been to enough trade shows where this is going to be the next best shirt. Here's everything it is. And then the shirt changes in 6 months and it's grad for you. Today is the last day to use your Wizard February credits. Yes. Yeah. Should be because they should only be good for. Aren't they only good for that month, or are they good for a month after? If you signed up, you get that first month into the next month, but then everything else should just be that month. I think. Oh, that's the rules how they did it. Bad for you guys. There were a ton of DTF printers. Where? Oh, at the trade shows, everywhere. It's DTF crazy. I remember when there's only a handful of us, and we're using converted printers. Because I started printing in 2020. And talk about a wild ride since there for it. Yeah. Friday night, 5 to 8 inches of snow. No, not with me. I don't want that snow at all for it. Atlantic City will be in Impressions, but moving 2028 from Cleveland to Florida. That does not surprise me. That does not. Oh, and don't put a P.O. box. Yeah, if you're like UPS and you pick a P.O. box, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. It kicks it out. It says, come on. You need to do better than this. Let's see. Is there a video for the fix? I think Crystal posted a link to a video from before, but right now we don't, because it's a Microsoft thing. They're there for it, but we have the text instructions for it, and Crystal's working on a video for it. Look at that. There's only 7 boxes left. 7 boxes left to get on there. Windows 10, however, Windows 11 makes me want to switch. Eric, I'm not there. I'm there with it. Thankfully, yeah, you didn't get hit with the bug. I haven't got hit with it. They, so far, so good for it. And Crystal says, refresher, spend 100 before ship, after discount, equal entries. Buy Crystal Aplar, design 5 extra entries. Woo! There it is for it. Woo! At least you'll love it. Like I said, we wanted to make a good mix of it. Corey picked out some glitters. I picked out some glitters. She took care of stones. There might even be some shoe kits in some of the things. There's going to, like, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't, a bunch of crap. Because over the years, we've got mystery boxes where it's like, oh, it is what it is. It's a $200 value, but it's a $200 value of stuff that is just kind of meh. So that's why I wanted to make sure there's flock in each one. There's transfer tape in each one. There's vinyl shield in each one. There's bling anything in each one. There's HTV anything in it. There's rhinestones. There could be flatbacks. There could be, there's definitely going to be glitter. There's probably going to be about 10, maybe 10, 12 feet of glitter in each one, like individual sheets. So that way you can hear some color samples of some things, and it's like, oh, I like this one. I like that one. It was things that I will guarantee everything that is in there on the HTV side of things is a color that's sold in the last month. It's not, overstock, things like that. It's like, I know for a fact that there's translucent orange in the thing, because that's one where people see it and they're like, what does that actually look like? And so things like that, here's your chance, because some people get it and they're like, oh, that's really not what I expected, because it is translucent orange. So the color of the shirt can change the color of it. So there's things like that where, oh, what color is that? I see all of these, but I don't know what do those actually look like. All of these glitters. There was somebody ordered up the dark walnut, and it is a nice glitter brown. So I know that's what I put in there for it, because it's something different. Looking at it, and there's not all in the same one. So let me be clear with that. Some of the stuff, yes, there will be, in all the boxes, but some of the stuff not in all the boxes. So you're not going to have, everybody's not going to open it up and be like, oh, we all got the same stuff. No. So we're making sure of that. There's only a few left, so make sure to get it. Oh, need your opinions. What color and what are you having issue with it? USPS will gladly, that is right. USPS will gladly deliver to your PO boxes. In fact, they will take special care of them there. Like our USPS post guy, he does pretty good. He's just pretty good. In fact, we had to go get the kids' passports, and he was the union steward. He's like, they tried to adjust your time. Who was it? What was it there with it? Jarvis is his name. He does a great job down there for it. But remember that not make sure your stuff is correct. Make sure your addresses is correct. Oh, and here's the other thing. I don't care what shipping company you uses. When you leave notes on an order form, those notes don't go anywhere. So if you say put behind the welcome sign, chances are that's not going to happen, or if you say deliver between 10:15 and 11:15 on Thursday, that's not going to happen. And that's not our fault. Shipping, once it leaves here, go over from there. Let's see. Let's clean up the warehouse. Those mystery boxes. Like I said, there's only 10, and we're gonna see how they go, because if it works, then we probably will do a couple more. We might do 5 or 10 each week. Maybe we go up to 20. The goal is we're testing things out now. I know this is gonna be crazy for you guys to hear, but we're testing stuff out now for Black Friday. Like, how does this work? What can we put in this box? How can we do this? There may even be some flash reflective in some of those things. Ooh, there may even be some color changing stuff in it. Ooh, what's that? There may even be some adhesive in some of those. Ooh, there's things that might be coming back in stock, and so there just might be some stuff on there. Been bling a lot. I love that. I need a new scoop. Oh, I forgot when I ordered. Well, you never know. There might be a scoop in one of these for it. And how do we order the mystery box? The mystery box is pretty easy to order. I'm going to bring up the website again, so that way we can see that. Let's see if we go this way. There it is. All right. So here it is. If we're on the main page of the website, so we'll go back up to the Rhinestone World main page of it. Right, main page of it. Scroll down to the first one. First, like I said, Autism Awareness Month next month. There's 5 new designs right there for you, so that way you can check those out. And if you're a YouTube member, guess what? Credits can be used on those. But right here, first one, mystery box, $99. $99. Right there, you just click on it and you just go ahead and buy it. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy those in there. And we will go ahead and what are we going to go ahead and do? And we're going to go ahead and drop those in here. So that way you have the link to it. And like I said, inside of this, right there, $200 value, you're getting it for $99. 5 foot of magic flock, 5 foot of 12-inch transfer tape, 5 foot of 6-inch bling anything, 1 full roll HTV anything, 1 full roll of vinyl shield. So that's in everyone. And then there's the surprise stuff in here. Could be strip flock, glitter HTV, holographic twinkle, hot fix rhinestones, Rhinestuds, flatbacks, rhinestone glue, pickup tools. There could be a lot of stuff in there. So you're going to want to make sure that you go get it because there's only so many of them. So that's what we got with it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So we've got that right click, copy, paste there for it. Now, with that, what else do we have going on? So we talked about shipping. We talked about the order. We talked about we talked about DTF. We talked about the store update. We talked about that. I think we're good to go to get into making some designs. What do you think? What do you think? I got to see if Corey's ready over there. Let's see. There's Corey. Corey, are you over there? Corey, can you hear me? Let's see. I can't unmute you, guess, because they chose to mute themselves. So hit the mute button, or you see over on your computer. Yeah, hit that over there, and then we'll get Corey on there, and that way she can do it, and then we'll see. I gotta be quiet so we don't have to. There. Hello, Corey.
Hi.
Hey, look, Corey's back. Corey, how are you doing today?
What did you put these scatter line things for?
What?
What did you cut these for? Am I supposed to use these for something?
Oh, I'm gonna come over there and show you.
Well, I'm showing you.
I'm gonna come over there and show you. So I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna come over there. We're gonna make Corey's screen big, so that way we can do it. And that way, we're gonna do this and that, and we're gonna make this one there, and then there we go. I'll be over there in a. So we have this design over here, right? So this guy right here, this is the bunny, and it's going to be 2 templates because it is SS6s. These are all SS6s. I'm going to tell you a little thing about SS6s, and then SS10s on the other one. Now this design is just over 11 inches tall when it's here. So you run into issues if you're trying to cut it widthwise on the standard flock. So that means you need to cut it in portrait, but you end up with this space over here that is just negative space. So you lose out on something. So this is what I recommend you doing. There should be 2 of them. Did you not do the other one?
They're both right here.
Okay. Nope. There's another one.
Well, there might have been one that was SS6s.
No, it's right here.
Oh, yeah, I struggled down, so I just left it, I think. I thought it was the same.
Nope, it's not.
Oh, okay.
So,
My bad.
yeah, I know. You're bad. Okay, so what I recommend doing is you go and look at these designs. I think Crystal is where these came from. Right? Crystal Aplar, you'll tell me. Because you can put one right there. So now in your width, you're not wasting this material. You can go ahead and put one here. And these are the scatters for the sleeves. This is Polars because this is for the legs. That's for leggings go down it. And this one is SS10s, but then she has an optional 16s. No, this is just goes right down like the seam, the side.
Oh.
The side of it.
I thought you were trying to get me to do that to put next to the bunny on the shirt. I said that is not going to work.
No.
That is not. No, sir, that is not going to work.
Then there's that one, and that one I believe is Crystal's. Let's see, you want to see? I was testing on a cutter today.
Oh, fine.
and it didn't.
I just cleaned this board.
Yeah, she just cleaned the board, so she's going to yell at me, folks. She's going to yell at me good. There it is, just like that. And this one, I believe, is a crystal design. So Crystal has this
There's
one.
some over here.
There's a few over there that she missed. Let me just pop them out.
Where they were.
Let me just pop them out. So that's what I would do, is I would put one of those on each side of that, so you're able to then see that. You're able to utilize that whole space with it. All right? Cool. I'm going to go back to where I was.
Hang on, I just have to place dots out.
Yeah. Pull those dots out. What did I do with this one? You got that? Oh, I don't even know what it is.
I gotta clean those up again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'll go back over here. You have fun over there. Okay, folks. Now, let's talk SS6 stones. SS6 stones. You want to make sure that your cut settings are on point with them. What I have found is that when you're cutting a lot of SS6s, like this one is, in fact, I think I might have missed one of them right by the bubble on his cheek, under his right. Go down a little. Nope. Come back around. Come down. Right there. Go right there. Right there. Is there one right there? You see what I'm talking? But they can kind of be.
Nope, there's not one there.
Okay.
It's just a different space.
A different space. So you can run into some issues sometimes cutting those where they might get a little hung up. They might get a little wonky. So you want to make sure that you are dialed in. Now, this one was kind of a pain to do because the settings, I just said, let's go for it, because that's the type of person I am, right? Like, I'm sure a lot of you are that same way. You're just like, yeah, it worked. It cut it. Let's go with it. And so that's what I did. So then I sat back and realized, okay, what do I got to do? Do I readjust settings? Do I make everything sure is here? Or do I just pop out of them because it cut most of them? It was there. We got rid of them and did it. So it was there. Just time consuming, but you're going to use the template over and over. So the 10 minutes that I spent to do all that, really, something to consider when you're doing that, because SS6 stones are there. So Corey is going to do this. And I think for this bunny, for the Bubblegum Bunny, she's going to use pink. I think that's what she's going to go with, TRW pink, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, TRW pink is what she's going to use. And we have this in which ones? I'm gonna go look at some rhinestones and see, because I think we have this in do we have it in diamond cut and Korean low lead?
What?
Do we have it in diamond cut and Korean low lead?
We should.
I think we have.
I don't know how our inventory is on diamond cut, but
right.
I would think so.
But I think, yeah. I think it's in the diamond cut for sure is what it was in for it, not everything. But we have those in there. So this is going to be pink. This is TRW pink. And this design is a 2-color design with SS10s and SS6s. Now, SS6s, I feel, can require a little more finesse when you're trying to brush them in, just because of their size. They can get stuck in the fabric of your brush. As always, make sure that you put way more stones down than you need, because that seems to be the deciding factor. The more stones you have, the easier to brush in there. Now, what's actually happening when you're brushing these in is, we get asked this question all the time, is how do we make it, so that the stones just fall into place? Well, a lot comes in the sizing of the circles. I mean, that's really the magic behind it, is making sure that your stone sizes are correct. And so for us, at an SS6, we were at a 0.1, and at an SS10, we're at a 0.135. Now, what this does is just gives you that little extra margin that really makes it easy to brush into. And the way that stones work is they are flat on one side, and then they have points and facets on the other side. Well, a facet won't stay flat. It'll keep getting knocked around. A flat will stay flat. And when it jumps in a hole or falls in a hole, it stays in that hole because there's nothing to move it out of there.
Did you keep my katana?
I did keep your katana. Let me bring your katana back to you. As I bring the katana back. Ooh, the katana. So, where was I? Your hole size is what really matters with it. So, wherever you buy your Rhinestones designs from, buy them from us. We set them to the size that we say. This is what we use. This is why we use it for it. When you buy from other places, they might not design it at a 0.135. They might design it at a 0.13 or a 0.125. And so there can be some issues that you run into where it doesn't fit at all. So you always want to check your sizing when you bring it in to make sure that it's correct for you. In the Wizard, it is pretty simple to be able to just one click, change the size, you're good to go with it. So that is the big part of making sure or how your stones fall into place and everything is good to go with it by doing that. Making sure that your stone size is right. So here's what we have here so far. As you see, she has the majority of this one done, and this is going to be the Bubblegum Bunny. And for the Bubblegum Bunny, I will go ahead and I'll drop him inside of the comments. So if anybody wants a Bubblegum Bunny, you can get Bubblegum Bunny. And while you're there, take a look at some of the other things that we have there, because I will say that I am pretty happy with the amount of designs that we've been putting out lately. We're trying to stay, fresh, relevant, and I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, and not everyone is, a banger, but hey, the designs with it, somebody asked maybe something about one or the other, and we said, yeah, we can do that for it. So if there's designs that you want to see, there's things that you want to do, hey, let us know, because that's where we come up with things for. Now, I will say in the TRW pipeline of things that are coming up. So we just dropped the autism awareness ones, right? We've got those ones that we just dropped there. We have the, what's the other one that we have? Following this up, we have some class of 26 in senior ones that are coming. And then after that is pickleball and Mother's Day. And those are all the ones that are coming up that I know that are in the TRW pipeline of stuff. And so in April, look for at least 20 designs from the Rhinestone world, because we want to make sure that you have plenty to choose from. Those people that have signed up for, memberships, that they have plenty of things to use their credits on for it. So we know Cinco de Mayo is coming up. So yeah, see, Debbie, things like that. And you can always email in. You're like, hey, I'd like to see some Rhinestone designs that are like this or like that. Let us know. That's the only way that we know for sure that we're putting out things that you guys want to see. But Cinco de Mayo does sound good. Graduation, yep. So we got senior, and I believe in the senior ones, I'm not sure if there's graduated in there or not, but I'll double check. But I know they're senior ones. But graduate, you went graduate or graduation? Would you have graduation? You have graduation with it. And yep, Crystal said I added a new grad last night for the caps. I have other half finished for a shirt for graduation. And we do have some new grad designs and senior designs on the site. So see, we are working through those. And a lot of times it's just going to the site and searching, searching graduation, searching Easter, searching Halloween, searching. That's going to be your best friend. I guarantee you that we have designs that are 10 years old that you had no clue it was. You're like, man, that is pretty damn cool. Pilar and I ran into that yesterday with a file, and somehow along when the new file was created, it was named the same as the old file, and it was like, wait, how old is this? Oh, this is why. Okay, this thing, let's go ahead and get it fixed. So there's always stuff there for it. So that's right, Crystal. They talk, we listen. for the most part, except when you yell at us for something that we didn't do. You know, I will take the heat. Where am I at? Let me bring me on the screen here for a second. You know, is that one here? Where I do that so that way, there. Oh yeah, if I go that way, will it put me down there in the corner? Yeah, whatever. I will say, you get more flies with honey than you do vinegar. I think that's a Crystal saying. But when you come hot and heavy in the comments or the emails, first we got to take a breath because we're like, whoa, what do we do? What's going on here with it? And then we realize it's not something we did. It's something we didn't control or anything with that. When you email in, if you have a problem, here's the best thing you can do. Screen cap the problem. Show us what's going on with it. Are you going to do these transfers?
Who?
Okay. Do 2 transfers because she's like, whatever. No, I don't care what I'm going to do. So when you email in what you were doing when the error happened. Email in.
Should I do this as a one color or can I do a second color?
On what?
On for the glasses. This part.
Well, there's more 10s in there, and there's little ones in there, so no, it needs to be one color.
What?
It needs to be yellow pink. It has to be single color.
It has to be pink?
Yes. You see where all those 10s are? There's still little 6s in there, right? Like on the design. Bring the design back. And let's look at the eyeballs.
Oh, I thought it was sunglasses, sorry.
Right. That's what I said. No. This one's all this one for it. We could go through and do that, and that makes it a 4 color there. So that way is there. Sound is getting weird. Let me do this. All right. See if how's that better? I'm the customer. I'm always right. Do what I say. You're right, Brian. You're the customer. It's Brian. Brian, didn't you how did you tell me, good, bad, or ugly? Didn't you have something this past weekend that you were going to take? You were going to do some scatter with the holographic. How'd that work for you? Did it work good? Does it not good? There it is for it. What do we have for it? And that way we can do it for it.
We only had the TRW6s in here for the TRW pink. Can we do regular pink?
You didn't. I had it. You did not. I had it on the tape. The thing that you moved.
This bottle that's pink and silver or clear.
Is it? Okay.
I mean, it might look a little different, but then you'll be able to see the difference.
Okay. I don't know. Apparently, I grabbed the wrong thing. I thought it was all pink, and it's not all pink. So we're just rolling with it because that's what we do here. That's what we do. It was not there. So Corey, what hold on.
Or something.
No, so I screwed up. I screwed up and grabbed the wrong stuff when I was trying to do this. Imagine that. We got 500 things going on and I screw up 499 of them. But I did, I showed up here. That's what we're saying. You just guys got to show up. You just got to show up. You show up and you're right there with it. Need more designs for hats. So what are you thinking, Danielle, when you're thinking for hat? Because we have a limited space to work with, right? We've got, the height-wise of about 2.75 and a width of about maybe 4.5, 5 at a max, right? What kind of things are you thinking? Because on that, you've got to go to, if you want some stonage with it, your SS6s on it. But what are you thinking with it? Feedback better. Yeah. I'm trying to stay quiet. And it's because stupid mic issue that I ran into where everything was green and working just fine right before showtime. And I come in and then the transmitter starts flashing blue that it's trying to connect to Bluetooth and it disconnects from everything. Total pain in the ass. Let's see. And Mom for Kids, I have a question. when using my Cricut, what is the cut settings for bling anything material? Which Crystal just went ahead. Right here was it you for the settings right there? If you right click, copy paste on that link, it'll take you to our settings, and that's our cheat sheet right there for it. Yep, and this is the biggest thing I can tell you is do test cuts. And why do we do test cuts? Well, your blade could have a different depth than what ours does. Your cutting strip could be older or newer than ours. Your blade could be older or newer than ours. Anything that you're cutting from any manufacturer, it is, I don't care what the suggested settings are. Look, Brian, you can see Corey's head. You can see her nose. She was almost on frame. You could almost see her.
My what?
Brian says you need to be out. He says you'll never get a 10 out of 10 for showmanship until you get shown on the screen. So just saying. So put that out there. But back to cutting things. You always want to test because not everything works the same. And so you're going to want to make sure that it works for you. So there's the guidelines. Like, here's what we would use for this, and this is what we would start with. Start with those, and then test. Yeah, 100%, Eric. A customer is always right in the matter of taste, color, choice, and materials. If the name is going up or down, otherwise, the customer's an idiot. Love it, Eric. And only 5 boxes left. We only have 5 boxes left. And Kevin said, hats are so hard to do. And it depends on the hat. It depends on the press that you have. Now, I know a good amount of people who do things on patches and will create that using, the whatchamacallit, like the glitter. They'll use glitter. They'll do glitter patches. They'll do brick. They'll layer stuff because they're not worried about washing it. So that way it becomes a little easier for them. All right. It's Corey gets in this. Let's see. Jesse says, can you get designs or fonts with the credits? Yes, with those. Absolutely. That's what your digital credits are used for, Jesse. So you can use those as long as it's a TRW design, which those are most all in the royal blue. You just look for the manufacturer or brand that says TRW. All right. Corey's lining this up. She's got a V-neck here, which is probably a Bella 3000. What is that?
3003. I want to say 3005, but I'm not sure if that's right. It might not be.
That's what I was thinking, somewhere in there. So we're doing that. She's coming with the pink. She's going to do a double press here. Instead of one transfer with everything on it, she's doing 2. And she's pressing these at 325 at firm pressure for 15 seconds. And then with these stones, we'll see. Is it a hot peel? It is a warm peel. We'll go from there.
The ones we did earlier were fine hot peeling.
And so this is the TRW pink. That's what is there. And then the 10s, which we're using for the 10s. Oh, yeah. Ooh. What were you using for the 10s, did you say? Was that the premium rose petal pink? Is that what you went with? She's not even listening to me. What did you go with for the pink?
The bigger parts?
Yes.
Just regular pink. Diamond cut.
Diamond cut pink. Okay, yes, a diamond cut pink is what she wants.
I think I got extra stone in there.
You might have an extra stone in there, but hey, whatever. Could multi-deck to match some of the other designs. Yeah, you could do 100% multi-deck and size things down. So that's always a plus that you can do too when you're using things like that. All right, now she's going to come in and she's going to line this up. And so we grab this pink because
what in the world is this?
I don't know. Did you not? This is interesting, isn't it? This is interesting. I guess that's what
I thought the whole design was the dang 6s. I didn't realize the 10s were going to be factored in it.
Yeah, thought he farted and shit his pants. So that's what you get. That's why I was like, oh, Mike, you're going to be really like,
this one's weird.
Well, because his ears might be a little weird at it too. That's why it's fine to line up with it, but you decided to do it the Corey way. So that's what we're going with it. That's right. She's hunting wabbits. 100% hunting wabbits for it.
Now I need to see the design. Hold on. We're going to bring this up.
Right. Well, why don't you just go? Oh, it's not on your here. Do you want to see it on the computer? I can
Oh,
show it right here, so you can look right there and you can see what it looks like. Nope, we want this one, Bubblegum Easter Rabbit, and share this 10 instead, and that's what it looks like. So yes, it does have a little funky right there where one kind of sticks out.
Yeah,
and
but
it goes,
these 10s up here, it looks like there's extra randoms. Hold on. Where's
I don't know what you did. I don't know
Hold
what
on,
you
I'm
did.
gonna try to look at the template because it doesn't look right.
I just work here, man. That's it.
Okay,
I just work here. That's
okay.
what I really
No,
do.
I just got extra stones on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Extra stones. She wouldn't have noticed, she might have not noticed that if she did it, layering the stuff. But this is why. This is what we're all about, folks. We're all about saying, hey, we can do this. We don't need to line this up. We don't. And you would think, if you watch last week's show, she did the spring with, so that's 6 letters, right? SPRING, 6 letters, each one of them an individual color. And she, went ahead. What is the hell? Why can't I think of what that's called? Hinge method. Use the hinge method and all that. Today, she's like, I only got 2. I don't need to do that. And so now, she's going to make it work.
Okay, hang on. I see you see it again. Okay, so its eye is okay.
Yeah.
I think I got it right.
Yeah, there's only one way to find it. It's your shirt, right? No bunny's different. It's like that bunny rabbit that we have.
If anybody's looking that close at my shirt, then we have issues.
I am.
Bigger than the wrong spot.
And Crystal has a great thing here. I like to test cut a full row of dots across the top. Tells me if the cut or the weed strip like crap in the center. Yep, 100%. Way to go with that. Crystal and I are saying tonight, if one of the runners would looks like one of our designs rather than the pack, we will do that. There it is. All right. Oh, so there's the bunny. He still looks cute. She still looks cute.
Well, she's pink, so it's got bow.
Right. It's just, she got a bow-ish. She's got that. How's that look? And that's the TRW pink. TRW pink is what we have there for it. So they're not pretty good. And that is the diamond cut pink and diamond cut pink. And then I think they're diamond cut pink. Diamond cut pink. Yeah, that's good there for it.
Do you want me to show the one I pressed earlier?
No, you pressed one earlier?
These.
Oh, sure. So on I'm gonna go find our site real quick, because on our site we have I gotta look for something. Trojan. I gotta look for the Trojans because we're gonna party, right? We get this design here. So this design here, and I'm going to copy it. This was one of our local schools, is actually the Trojans. Put it back on there.
Oh, sorry.
One of our local schools is the Trojans. And so we just happened to get lucky, and we had that here. And so we went ahead and did these forms. So, right here, available on the site. You want to go check that out too. That's a nice Trojan head that's through there. And they were definitely happy with how that was for it. Okay. Now we can get on to the next one.
Okay, hang on.
That's right. Let's run through the stuff again, girls. What do we have here tonight? So we have mystery boxes. There's over $200 in it for $99. Inside of that, you've got the guaranteed 5 foot of flock, 5 foot of transfer tape, 5 foot of bling anything, 1 roll of HTV anything, 1 roll of vinyl shield, and then there's the glitter and stones and so much more. So you got that. If you spend $100 or more before shipping, after discounts before shipping, we are going to give away to everybody who does that. You're entered into your own drawing for boxes. If you purchase Crystal or Polar's drawing, you're going to get 5 times the entries to win tonight. And when we're drawing for mini packs, for those, you have the opportunity to swap up mini packs for Crystal Polar's design. So we'll give away 3 mini packs or 3 Crystal Polar design combos. And then we will give away the template. And then for the ones that I've spent over, we'll give away the mystery box. So that's kind of the plan for it. Now, if you want to get entered into the free drawing, it's pretty simple to do. You just got to fill out the form. That's all you got to do, is just fill out the form, and you will be entered into that drawing. And I'm going to go ahead and drop that down here again as well. So as we go through this now, we've moved on to Happy Easter. Ooh, is that Neptune?
It is.
Yeah, Neptune. I thought that was Neptune. I like Neptune. Neptune's one. I'm a blue color. I like that. Let's see. I may have been in retail and food service for too long. My low bar of expectation regularly gets treated as a low bar. Feel you something there, Eric. I feel you. And then he said, no problem. My grandson and I are going to DAC show to take multimedia service class. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Who's teaching that class for it? Digitizing is foreign to me. I don't do any embroidery, but man, I love hearing the embroiderers talk about it because one day I'll learn. Kevin says I couldn't find any professional digitizers that I was happy with their quality. Vitor is who I've had to mine for years, and great. Hats can be funny depending on it. Yes, they can. 100% for it. I can't. That's why you do it that little left-hand panel, Kevin. That's where I do it. That's where I do it. Finger on the needle to find your center. All right, with it. Use Drawing Pro at 10, 12. That's what it is for. Embroidery and rhinestones. Yeah, we do. There's quite a few people that we do that where they'll bring their embroidery design into the wizard, and then they'll add a boundary, and then they'll do a scatter or stones around it. Pretty cool with it. Yep, see right there. Buy a Crystal Bee or Polar design. Equal 5 entries. Orders over 100 before shipping after discounts. Qualify to win 1 mystery box. That's right. Just waiting for the combination of Trojans get lucky. I stopped myself, Eric. I stopped myself. Yes, Summer Trojans have another grandson with the Trojan logo. So it's right there on the site. You can go ahead and do that with it. Can we design our own designs with Rhinestones with the Wizard? Absolutely. That's what it's there for. So that way you can design your own designs. You can take your own designs and you can convert them to rhinestones. You're going to have to work at it. It's not just a one button punch and do, but if the thing is, especially if you're in one of the memberships, if you're in the YouTube membership, Pilar does some amazing training in there to help people get a better understanding of how the wizard works and everything they can do with it. So definitely check that out for it. I'm having to place rhinestones one by one on a embroidery. It's a pain, but worth a look. Well, Kevin, so take your design and bring it into the wizard. And then if you're like doing an outline, say, around it, you can use the boundary tool and an offset and throw some stones on the path. And there you go. And then cut the template and you're good to go, my man. You are good to go from it. This one, the Happy Easter one, yeah, nice, simple. I like how this one turned out for it. And now Corey is coming in with Crystal Katana, which I do. Whoa, the feedback. Oh no, the printer. There, I can hear the printer, so I'm going to go ahead and shut her mic off. I can hear it doing that. But on this, what was I saying? The Crystal Katana, I do believe, once we get everything taken care of as far as what moving that, we're going to be looking at bringing in, restocking some old products, bringing in new products, and the line from Kelly over at the Crystal Ninja will be some of that. We'll have the katanas, the tantos, the things like that. Those are the best tools for hand placing in there. If you use anything else that looks like this or resembles it, a pen with wax, you are using a counterfeit good. And she's going after all those ones that it should. She's got years and money and everything in it, and people are selling them, and that's what she's got to do. Got to go after that for her. Let's see. As we go through here, I had to spend $2 extra to get into the drawing. Guess I jumped fast on that purchase. Yeah, spend it. $2 extra for it. Is Easter a font or a design? It is a design. It is not a font. That's one of the things about fonts is you can get lucky on some of them where everything is sized on how you want it. But a lot of times, you're sizing a font to where you need it to be, and then you're stoning it from there with it. So that way it's good to go. What kind of sort it is if, you get parallels and go that way with it. But listen, it's a Corel. That's what it is. It's a Corel issue because the macros from Corel, so talk to Corel about that one and talk to, Mac about that. Maybe in the future we might be able to work something, but we're seeing how it's there. Love the wizard ideas from Rhinestones embroidery. Great tip. Yeah, it's something where we will do it in with DTF. Well, once we have the site up and going for DTF, we're going to show you here's how to order something, build out your gang sheet and do that. But then we're also going to bring that same image into the wizard and show you how you can go ahead and create the outline, the the fade outs from it, the scatters, so that way you can take that same design and use it in multiple different ways with it. All right, so Corey here, she just did this and she used Neptune. She didn't show it off to us. She just assumed we knew what color Neptune looked like. But she's using the magic brush to scoop up the stones into the scoop. She's making sure that she put a cork in it, so we know it's done. Put the cork in it so nothing falls out of it, and then just drop them right back in the bag, and just like that. Probably one of the best tools when it comes to rhinestones. You don't realize how much you love it until you don't have it handy, and you're like, oh. And I feel that's how it is with that. But oh yeah, see, Neptune. Yeah, Neptune looks pretty good. I'm down with the Neptune. And her pretty nails. From it. Yep, all on Corel. On macros on the Mac version. Right? Huge macro. Parallels of Boot Camp. That's what we got with it. Let's see. Only 4 boxes left. Only 4. We're getting close to the end of it. Yeah, I know. We told you that before. So give it a try. Tell me how you like it. And then we go from there. Don't ask for them tomorrow. Nope, once they're gone. Maybe we'll get some more next week or build some up, but we'll see it. The Monster Brush. I love the Monster Brush. 100%. What are you trying? Oh, the one that, what was it, $1,000 stitches, that old wives' tale of how you should do it. The old wives' tale. Supernova. Corey. What?
What'd you say?
Supernova, isn't that on the list or no?
On the list for what?
To order for stones.
Supernova? I don't think so. I think we have plenty.
Okay, let me go. I'm gonna check this stuff right now to see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's got a good quantity, if I remember right.
I'm gonna go check right now and see, because I thought so too, because I thought we just looked at it when we were going through stuff. So I'm gonna look and see.
Maybe I'm confusing it with Solar Glow right now.
Oh yeah, that could be too.
But I think we do. Supernova was one that they sent the wrong color to us at some point, so we were trying to determine what was the right color. So there might not be of those. No, hold on.
I'm going to do this. Hey Siri, set a reminder for 11:15 tomorrow to remind me to check on Supernova stones. And just like that.
So we had plenty of those.
We got that set, so that way I can go ahead and look and see, because I thought we did. It's pretty sure that we did. But I can't say for sure because I'm not there in front of them. So knowing that tomorrow I will look and see and what we have for it, and then we can go from there. Because we could run into an issue. We found something last week where it was out of stock, but it came back in stock, but it wasn't in stock everywhere to show for it. So that was kind of one of the issues with it. But Supernova, I think Supernova might have been one of those colors, Corey, that was originally a one-off color and like a miscolor. And I remember, because I think that might have been the one that we had like 5 different variations of it. It didn't match anything. Remember? I think so. So we'll double check on that. It could be something where, let me give you a behind the scenes thing. So there's a handful of things that when we purchased the company, that when we tried to reorder, there's no matches for it. And then, after talking with Ryan and going over things, what we found out was that they were one-offs. They were miscolors. They were a bad batch of things. And some things, became a new color and that was there. And then they realized they could never get it again. So it could be one of those. So I will double check for you for sure and let me know for that. Okay. Alex, it is a blackboard from Hobby Lobby or somewhere. It's just a chalkboard. That's all what it is. Let's see.
All right.
So we will check and see. Let's see. I'll check and see, Gloria. We've got that in there, and then we can get in there and then go from there on it. Let's see. Oh, that's a question. Yeah, it's not on the site, and I just looked on the back end of it, and for Diamond Cut, I'm not seeing. I just went through. I'm going to read them out loud to see if I miss anything. 80 crystal, fuchsia, jet black, sun orange, unicorn, light sapphire, light amethyst, Montana, amethyst, black diamond, rose gold, light Colorado, blue zircon, tsunami, mermaid island, blue, red velvet, ancient gold, flamingo, grape, Aztec, glacier, lava, champagne, Neptune, chameleon, pink, pumpkin spice, garnet, mocha, sea glass, opal, olive, platinum, steel, gray, emerald, phoenix, hydra, dragon, pixie dust, twilight, lotus pink, fairy opal, jade opal, wisteria, solar flare, sand castle, nebula, gold, metallic, rose gold, peacock, sea turtle, potion, UV, purple, UV, hot pink, UV, orange, UV, green, UV, yellow, UV, dark orange, UV, blue. And then we're getting into
a whole bunch of shirts folded over here, I thought.
You probably did. So I'm not even seeing it there. So we'll check on it. We'll check on it for you, Gloria. And then we can get back to you for sure. So the pixie dust has been one that Corey brought in more of, and now I think we have it available in SS6s too, don't we, Corey? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people were asking for that. Hey, slide that design over out of the glare so that way we can actually see it and turn it while you do your things on it. And let's see. I think it really depends on there and the amount of colors. Yeah, 100% on those two. I price accordingly. Easy one color, cheaper than multicolor, multi-patterns. Yeah, and that's the thing is, you know, at the end of the day, you have to make money. Like, you're in this to make money. That's what you have to do. You know, you can't let your customers dictate your price, because when you can't pay your bills, are they going to, you know, come help you pay them? No. So you want to make sure that you price yourself accordingly for stuff. And those tweezers are awesome. I love those tweezers for it. Now, most people tell me what they want, and easier, cheaper, depends on the time you put into it. Yep, your time. Yeah, how much is your time worth? Not only how much is your time worth, how much are you worth? You know, because we can't always go on time, and the reason being is, you know, if something takes, you know, me an hour to do, but Danielle, you're awesome at it, and it only takes you 10 minutes to do. Should you only charge 10 minutes worth of time for it? No. You need to make sure that you're charging, you know, your knowledge. You know, you gain the knowledge to be able to be efficient in doing that time. So you should be rewarded by that. You shouldn't get punished because of what you're charging for it. So I'm a big proponent of making sure you charge your worth of things. You know, what are you worth on there? And then even on that market, I'm not 100% sold on the market thing, because in every market where somebody says, hey, it's not, you know, this won't sell my market, and we can go and find, well, hey, you know, there's a Lexus, Cadillac, and Mercedes dealership in your market, so there is money there. You're just looking for the wrong customers. And in today's day and age, you know, you can find customers on the internet. We can go into any market that you're in, and you can produce things that way for it. So, you know, I go back and forth. Now, there are things that don't sell in some markets. Like for us, we've never done good.
Do you have me on screen?
I do have you on screen.
Okay.
But you're in the glare, so we really can't see. There, okay. We're going to go with that. So we're going with the Neptune. We're going on the hoodie. And but, you know, we're going at 325. We're going for 15 seconds with medium, heavy pressure on this. Now, you know, like monograms. Monograms do not sell. You know, for us, our area just isn't a monogram. Now, some places down south, you can monogram, and you can sell it for hundreds. And there we go, a quick peel, and there it is. Happy Easter, and that is in the Neptune stones for it. The Neptune stones. And not even high-end cities. You know, a lot of things you can charge more just because you can charge more for it. You know, you're high-end. Ooh, Happy Easter. That did turn out great. We'll have to bring those over here so we can show it off. UV pink. Do we have any UV? I thought we had some UV pink, or maybe those were on it. Now I'm going to look at
UV pink what?
SS10 diamond cuts.
Yeah, we have hot pink. I don't think we have light pink.
The hot pink. Yeah, there's 22 UV hot pinks right now. Says in stock. So we should be good to go on those. I'll double check. So
it's hard to see the color shift.
Yeah, that is a good little color shift for it. That looks good. It looks really good. Oh yeah, Kevin, 150 for design. Complexity. You got something there. You got anything else over there for us, Corey?
I don't think so.
I think so. She's gonna come off there. I'm gonna come up here. She's gonna bring stuff over to me.
Once or twice this year, and then
what?
Put it away till next year.
Yeah,
I couldn't find. I thought I had a stack of black shirts, but
two such of these. Okay, so we're gonna make me smile and laugh because that's what we do. When I see it, there's our bunny. See, even like there with just the regular lights, it just sparkles. And that was, I think, Korean low lead
for the small ones.
For the small ones,
the
and then
bigger
the
ones.
I love it. Look at him, she's so sparkly. She's so sparkly. So sparkly on that. Yeah, so sparkly. Okay, so we got that one. And then we got El Neptuno, right? Was that what the other one? Neptune. I love Neptune. Neptune's an amazing color on it. Come on over, baby. Oh, you see that? You see that little shimmer and shake right there with that? What happens when we put the lights on it? What happens when we put the lights on it? Bam! Oh, the sparkle. Oh, the sparkle on the Neptune. And I'll bring that up to the camera so you can actually see what it looks like on it. Let me kick that one out for it. So there. Oh, that sparkle. The sparkle. And this is Neptune. So it's a color change, a color shift on it. And that way you can see that in there with it. Ooh. So pretty on it. Okay. So that's what we got for you tonight. Now, let's get into the giveaways. We've got 8:24, so we'll give you to 8:30 to get all your stuff in. You can get and if you still have stuff in the cart, you're still checking out, you can let us know, and we'll make sure to take care of that. Now, what are we giving away? Got kind of a lot here. We're going to give away 3 different things. Yeah, right? Because we'll give 5. Yeah. So we'll give away 3 mini packs, but they can be swapped out for a crystal or polar design too. If you purchased a crystal polar design for each one you purchased, you got an extra 5 drawings, 5 entries. All right, so cool. So we're on that. We are also going to give away the template, and that one is next order that requires shipping. Just let us know in the comments. If you order tonight, it'll go out in there. So we'll give that away. And then if you spent over $100 tonight, you guys are all in your own drawing, and we'll give away a mystery box in that, and we'll put the other template in there. So that's everything that we got there for it. I would really love if more people came with a file on hand. You mean instead of just a picture of a computer screen? Yeah, I would get there for it. Right there. Do most digitize? Nope. That's right, David. You charge as much as the market will bear. Absolutely. If your customers aren't complaining your prices are too high, chances are your prices are not too high. Right there with it. You make a design, hoping to get the business, and they take a design and find somewhere else to do it cheaper. Absolutely. Happens all of the time. We just had that happen. Because we on the retail side of things, we've been sunsetting that, and the only things now really are the ones that we took care of before, and then we'll get some referrals. And somebody said, "Hey, can you make this for us? For senior shirts, we got your contact from there." And we're like, "How many are you looking for?" And they were only looking for 30 shirts, and they wanted full color front, full color back, personalization. And we're like, "Yep, we can do it. $25 a shirt." And they're like, "What's it going to look like?" And here's this. They're like, "Okay, we'll get back to you." And because they needed them in a week. And so that's, with, less than a week turnaround time, right? Here's what it is. And they came back and said, "Hey, we found, we're going to have to pass on this. We found somebody to do it for considerably cheaper. Can you send the artwork?" And I said, "Absolutely not." I said, we create the artwork. It's our artwork. So if you want them to do it, hey, that's on them. I said, "But good luck with everything. I'm like, these are our prices." And that's what it is. Like, you don't want to pay it? Too bad. I'm not going to work for free. Everything costs money. So that's what we're doing. But a monogram of a monogram, that's tricky. That is very, very tricky. 4 boxes left. Ooh, only 4 left. 5 foot of magic flock, 5 foot of transfer tape, 5 foot of 6 inches of bling anything, full roll of HTV anything, roll of vinyl shield, and there's glitters and flocks and holographics and rhinestones and rhinestones. There's a big mix in there for it. Need the lighter pink. Oh, the lighter on the UV. We'll look and see. Because I know we've got stones coming in. When? I think next week. I don't know. Everything, there's stones on order that we've paid for. We're just waiting for stuff to come in here, and we think we know everything that's on that order, and then this one was like put in right when they came back from Chinese New Year, and we're still waiting. So yeah, it's a good time with it. I tell them that the file is proprietary, right? Proprietary. If you want the file, it'll cost them $225 or more. Figure they can take the file with us, then you pay for it. There you go. I love it. Rhinestone shirts don't sell around here, but I can still hand play stone tumblers all day for $200 minimum. That's right. That's what you got for it. That's where you retain the rights to their work. Yes. Is there certain rhinestones that you use for window decals, or you just spray a little UV spray on them every once in a while and they're ready to go? No, our stones, you can use them. Now, if you use anything like when you're making, bling anything decals, and you use any of the glitter HTV to make that stuff will fade. Yeah, it will fade out for it. $1 for hitting the nail, 99 to know from where it hit the nail. 100%. Jerry got her order in. What are the over-under chances of Jerry winning something tonight? Let me know in the comments. Do you think Jerry's going to win something? Yes, Jerry. No, Jerry. Jerry's going to win something. Yeah. Kevin, that's not uncommon, for something. Kelly, Crystal Ninja Kelly, a couple $1,000s for things to get done. A couple hundred, Corey's got a nice little business on the side of his making, rhinestone tumblers on things, because people are paying for it. We've got shirts that we were doing for when we had the retail store for, rhinestone shirts, 125, 150. That was it. They wanted to be different. They wanted to be there. Nicole's still checking out. Okay, we got you, Nicole. We got there for it. The thing is, charge your worth. Even shipping them to other states. Yep, but you're very detail oriented and it doesn't look like junk. That's right. When it doesn't look like junk, right? Doesn't look like junk. It's like the people right now. I know a lot of people are doing like the vending machines that they're making, out of poster board and foam core and things like that for Easter gifts. And there's some that look really good. You can tell that they measured things out. They used a clean blade, that they did it, and it looks professionally put together. You can tell other ones that just, hey, I just found a box cutter and I'm using packing tape and it looks like trash. And you know what? Those are still selling. So that's what you got to do, be there for it. And no, it's not copyrighted trademark stuff. She cringed. Yep. Price is what lawsuit will cost. Yep. Still checking out. Tracy's still checking out. So we're good there. Even the rhinestone, the price in the rhinestone ball caps fetch good. Yes, they do. Rhinestone ball caps are sharp, but need SS6 to work for me. And Kevin, look at some of our smaller designs, and we take it from a 10 down to a 6. Just change it there. Their butthole doesn't pucker when you say the price. But they still say yes, then raise your prices. There you go, Brian. You say when you give them a price and they look at you, did you butthole pucker? No, okay, we're good on price. We're good on that. Finally got a design even after. Which one? Oh, which one did you get? Where there that different size stones in the same design, more detail. Yep. As you should, Crystal. I had the right motivation tonight for it to be mine. Very, very good. No, Jerry's not going to win. Yes, Jerry's going to win. Let's see. Maybe Jerry will win. Let's see. Good luck with your cousin with the cricket and one more. And that's the thing is, I won't knock those at all. I won't knock the cricket. I won't knock that, because if you take the time, you do it. Everybody starts somewhere. Right. And a lot of people started with that because they were given it as a gift. That's what their introduction to it was, where they saw something right now they see it on TikTok, they seen it there. And that's why they came into it. And then they learned that I can get a better cutter that's faster. I can get a different software that allows me to do more. I can get a press that's more consistent. So I'll never knock anybody the hustle, because we all started somewhere for it. My thought comes, when does it look good? Because honestly, if something looks good, could you look at something and say, well, they used a Graph Tech, or they used a Roland, or they used a US Cutter, or they used a Cricut, or they used a Cameo? No, you can't. Can you look at something that's done good and holding up? Did they use a Hottronics press? Did they use, a Hicks press? Did they use a Geonite? Did they use an Amazon Special? Did they use a Kilo? Did they use it? Can you tell? No. So it all comes in how it's presented and how it looks. You can produce some great results with it. It's just going to take longer time for it. That's all. Everyone here is a winner, 100%. Why? Because you're here, you're showing up. And I just wish more of you would show off your work. I would really like to see, more of your guys' work in the Facebook group. I would really like to see more of what you're creating. We send out some amazing colors of stuff. I'm like, I don't think a day's gone by where I'm like, I wonder what they're making. I wonder what they're making. Like, I can tell when somebody's trying to color match something because they'll order like five shades of that same thing. See it a lot in the HTV where, in fact, it was just the other day that somebody ordered the copper, the ember orange, the translucent orange, and the neon orange. They ordered all a foot of each one of those so they could see what the oranges look like. And that's what it is for it. Yep, Cherry's gonna win. That's what we got. It won't let me order 2 mystery boxes. Are there 2 left? Are there only 2 left? How many are left there for it? Crystal, how many do we have in there? We all have a chance to win. Yep, the template is pretty sweet. I love it. I love it. I got the Rhinestone music design. Way to go. Way to go for it. You should be able to do both. I don't go more than 10% either way after you have to test stitch for dissertation. Makes sense. 100% makes sense for that. No, they do not stay. You want to stay on the shirt. And people tell you otherwise, and I'll tell you no. They need to stay directly on the shirt to work for it. There's 3 left. So there was 3 left. So you should be able to do it. 100%. All about quality. Yep. And Pilar said she started with a Cricut 9 years ago, cut an $8,000 order on one after investing in the Wizard. That's the way to do it. It isn't, like that. Sometimes it's just people when you can sell an $8,000 order, have no clue what you're doing. Yep, I'll figure it out. Does it look good? Yep. Do they keep coming back? Yep, there it is. Take the extra right there. Take the extra time to make it happen. Happy customers, the best customers. Yes, they are. That's me with the stones. I just did that with blue. Yes, you did. We're like, I bet she's trying to figure out what color blue that she likes because it was island blue, sapphire blue. What other's the other blue? Blue zircon, maybe. I think and that that happens all the time, where we can tell like they're trying to see what colors match with it. Now, something that we're looking at doing this year is kind of doing a starter kit, a sample kit. I'm not really sure what to get it, but like a tackle box type thing where maybe it has a 10 gross of stones in each one of them, and here's like 30 stone colors that are in there. We're looking at something like that. A lot comes down to the back end of it. Okay, now we've got to take these because everything's bagged now, but now we have to take these, open these up, put it in another container that goes in another container, label all this. How's this going to work? Doesn't make sense for it. So we're looking at ways to do it from there. And Carol says that she started on a brother's seam adjusting blade manually. Ooh, did not like it. Got the Cricut and sold the Cricut. Got the Silhouette, sold it, except trying to sell my Silhouette Cameo 5. Got the Romeo and Puma loved them. Yeah, just walk up the ladder. We just walk up the ladder. That made me emotional. What made you emotional? What made you emotional? What did I miss there for it? Only 2 boxes left. Only 2. I bought a Cricut just to do my thank you letters. I know a lot of people who have bought things just for one thing only. They bought a Cameo just for this, and that's all they're using it for, and they're fine with that. Just ordered more Glacier. The Glacier is pretty cool, isn't it? Glacier. I do love the Glacier. Finally did a Rhinestone decal for myself, sister. She takes all my stuff and gives me more practice. I love it. I love that. I've been looking at the Romeo. We're up. Hey, well, we sell it. You can check out the Romeo with us. The Romeo, when we get into our spot, whatever one that will be, we will do an unboxing of the Romeo and setting it all up and doing it for there. Yes, anybody checking out. The Romeo 24, right? Cricut's great for applique. Glacier is the best light blue. Romeo and GC Puma, those staying with me. Love it. Okay. Anybody else checking out? Do we want to go with it? Do we want to hold off a little bit more? I'm going to start looking at at some of the things here with it, so that way we can see what I have in it. Ooh, some of you are getting some stuff in here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like I said, we had two of those mystery boxes left last excuse me, last I saw. So we'll see on how they did. So that way you can get it. I think the girls have it right there to be able to tell me if we did if we hit it or not with it. Tracy's checking out, so why should Tracy's checking out? We'll hold on with it. Next week we'll be in April. So April, right? We'll do some more designs. We'll do some more things. We'll maybe have new colors by then. We'll see. I don't know, but we'll definitely do designs. Maybe Mike's will be working, so we can do some stuff that way. It'd still be spring. We're running into graduations. We're running into what else is in April? We're running stuff. So, of course, we'll do that. If you didn't know, we also do a podcast 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Now, before you people on the left coast give me hell and say, you realize it's 6:30 over here. I say yes, but you realize that it's 9:30 on the East Coast, right? So you can just get up, have your coffee, and you realize that it's on YouTube. So as long as you like, subscribe, and turn on the bell, you'll get notified. And then you can always watch the replays because there's there. We have some goals that we're trying to hit on some things. So make sure that you get over there to get that in it as well. Because, hey, sharing is baseball season. Yes, baseball season. You know what? We will probably do some baseball stuff next week because one of our stores, I think the baseball store closes on Sunday. And so we'll start because we've got practice and things starting up. So we'll probably do some baseball designs next week. It's been a while, I know I got to hold true to old TRW. We got to do some baseball designs, some new ones on there. Mother's Day. Yep. And we do, in fact, Gloria, we do have I did think we did put one Mother's Day one up there, right? Let me bring this back to the stage. And so let's see what we have here, because if we go back home, right, I think we had one or two of them up there for right there. There, she's mom. Like, this was one of the, she's loving and kind and beautiful and fearless and strong and brave. She's mom. So there's one. And so yes, Mother's Day is in the mix. You know what? I'm going to look at the calendar again because, pickleball, I know pickleball's on the list, but you're right. Mother's Day and Cinco de Mayo. So I might do a few of those. So that way we get that on there for it. But yes. The flowers design is for Mother's Day. That's right. 4th of July is coming up here before it. That mom design is, I liked it. I liked it too. Yep. We do have some of those, the 250 those in the mix. And what we're looking at on some of those is a lot of them, can that be split off? Like, 250th birthday, can that be split off? So that way you can still use the main part of the design, if that's, there is a main part of it for years to come. So there are some things right there. And yes, there's a ton of 4th of July there, but there's some new ones in it. Full swing football, May through November. Oh, May through November. So football on there. Christian design. There is. Did you see we had more on there and we plan to put more on there? Is Nicole in here? To see if she's still trying to check out after the fail. That's good thing to find out. Oh, look, I'm getting a little, I got a little froggy in the throat. That's new for me. A new froggy in the throat. And remember, so if you guys ask, that's the thing, is be the asshole, right? Be the asshole. Hey, can we get some more designs like this? Hey, can we get this? Say, the Mother's Day, graduation, Cinco de Mayo, 250th, 750 Memorial Day, And Alex says, I just hate the people that just got a cricket thing. They know everything about making shirts. And they don't charge enough. And like 38. But here's the thing: is we all got started somewhere. I had no clue. Like, when I got started, we were doing decals for the race car. That was the main reason we got it, was because we're in the bomber class and it was cheap. We could do it. And then we realized we could make shirts with it. And they sucked for shirts. I'm not going to lie. We thought they were great. Sold them, made a little money, and that's where it just developed from. But I knew business, and that's where I'm like, here's what we're going to do. And a lot of people, they don't need to do this as a living. Hey, can it pay for, I know a lot of people who they do stuff for baseball teams, and their payback is that they don't have to pay the travel expenses. That's what they're paying for. They're paying for vacations. They're paying, for their kids' braces. They're paying for that. So, we all learn somewhere, and we do our best to help them out with that. So, I'm here, and for whatever reason, my internet is super slow. Oh, that's no fun, Nicole. Are you trying to check out with it? Fun cats that are not just fun cats, not Halloween cats. That could be fun. See what I did there, Gloria? Fun. Trap shooting, track, soccer started here. Yep, everything started here. One mystery box left, right down to the wire. Who's getting it? Jesse, what cutting software do you use with your GraphTech? I use the Wizard, my friend. I use the Wizard, and then I just launch to CM5. So I don't mess with anything inside of GraphTech. We do everything in Corel and the Wizard on there. Fishing, hunting, look at that. We still got it. Let's see. We need lots of dog designs. Look at this. See, camping season. I think we just there's just some camping ones that were put up there for it. So that way it's there. Animals and dogs designs, gamer designs. Yeah, see, fun dog designs. Should we have a dog versus cat war? Right? Put up a design. Which one's better? Are you a dog person or a cat person? I think we can have some fun with this, and horses too. So see, that's where you guys keep it coming. We're gonna go Labradors all year. Where did you get CM5? It came with I downloaded it when you just through GraphTech. CM5 is right there that you're able to do with it. We do have a fairly new one. Okay, order in. You're very welcome, Tracy. Okay, we have golden retrievers. See, we can do some stuff with it. I'm a bird person. We have some birds, but I'm not sure how to make my thing is we can do a bird, we can do a dog, we can do a cat, but do we want them to be fun? Do we want them to say things? Do we want them to do things? I don't know. That's where I get lost in some of that stuff at. Like the mama bear one, Corey she liked that design, and that's on the list to do for her. Chickens and parakeets. Why not? Chickens and parakeets. Chickens are always good. Chickens and ducks, all of that for it. This is the imagination station. It is. Look, Jerry's like, time to pick winners. Jerry's like, pick me with it. All right. I think we have everything. Anybody else checking out? Anybody else in? Everything's there for it. Now you have to have a subscription for before the free software. Oh, see, we can't do Jeep. Jeep is trademark. I know everybody does it, but we can't do it. Maybe even numbers. Someone buy the 10th mystery one. Already working on my own with the Wizard. Love. Want to see it when it's done, Eric. I want to see what you're doing. I'm checking out with the last box. Mary Alice is checking out with the last box. So we will let Mary Alice. Geese and ducks is my CM4 can't find running. Are you on Corel 25 or Corel 26? I know that there's issues in 26 with Cutting Master. Sometimes you have to go up to the top to launch it, and 24. That's why when I had some crash, I had to go to CM5, and that was it. I don't even know what that is. I have no clue. A good squirrel design. I think we can make a good squirrel design. Look at that. Creatures and critters, right? That's what they're going to call it. Creatures and critters pack, and put it all in there with it. Let's see. What's Tim? What's Tim doing to me? Because he's sending me stuff. Let's see. What's that for it? Tim. Tim's not even watching this. Tim, that's one of the people that works with us. G. She's posting stuff over in our Discord, and Tim's saying, "Who is this person? Didn't mean to send the smoke thing though." She's my assistant. Helping me load videos, because mentorship community will open back up. But right now we want to get everything working in the back end of it. Like now they're like, hey, where are the videos? So now she's been going through, and she's been downloading, uploading, posting links, so that way we can get all there for it. So that's it. Lots of great ideas, right? I didn't see you. There's Jim. There. So they're gardening and ATV. We got it. Yes, more dogs, especially bigger dogs, like fat dogs. I will tell you, if we're doing dogs, there's going to be some bulldogs on there and some bull terriers, because we got a fat bulldog. That for this fat bulldog, he has captured things out of midair, squirrel and bird. So, all right, I think we got them all in, right? everything's selling, everything there. Did we sell out Crystal? Crystal will let me know if we sold out of those with it. We'll get in there with it. And everything will get you on a dirt bike, just more dog design, especially there with it. It's still checking out. She hasn't seen She's My Hero yet. Okay, we'll still get going with her. So while I'm on that, I'm going to go and start getting the responses ready for the giveaway. So that way I can get everything here, because it is March 31st is the last day of the month. It's the end of the first quarter. Was the first quarter everything that you hoped it would be? Ours was okay. We're going in the right direction of what we want to do, but I still have a lot of things on the plate that I want to get done. So we're going to keep powering through those to get it. So we'll keep going with it. All right, heat press for there. We got to delete all of these ones out, and then we'll start putting these ones in there for the entry form. Entry form's closed on that. We're just waiting for the last ones to finish up, and then we'll start giving stuff away, so that way I know where it is. I'm going to start here with that one, and I'm just going to start copying and pasting in here with it. So let me move this guy over to this screen, so that way I can make this a little bit faster, and then you guys can talk amongst yourself for it, so that way we can get it over here. There's that. Control V, and let's see, Debbie's in here where she's got 5 entries. So we got that. So Control V, whoop, Control V, whoop. What the hell is going on here? I don't like how that did that. What did it do? It gave you an extra space. I don't like how that did that over there. There's 3. Oh, there's that. All right. Now I'm getting somewhere with it. Like, it wasn't quite working the way I wanted it to work for it. But little by little, we'll get there into it. Okay. I said going into the rest of this week. Tomorrow, we have the podcast tomorrow morning. Oh, why did this just all lock up? What just happened here? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Let's see why that just happened. Oh, come back up here. Let's see, why did that just happen? Did that just happen? Are you guys... Yep, it sure the hell did. What just happened here? There it is. There it is. Okay. There's that. All right. There's that. Now, I think it's trying to work. It's trying to work for us. It's getting it through it for us, folks. Next time we do this, I'm gonna have the girls do it a different way, so that way it'll be faster on the back and forth. So it's columns, and I can just copy for each one for it. So that way you can just drop them in there for it. Debbie did it, or Patty with another 5, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And this is all for the heat press dash, right? Patty. Yep. There's that. Oh, there's that. Oh. Probably should have told them, hey, we're not gonna do like 5 entries, because that adds a lot to this. Oh shit. I copied when I should have pasted, right? Control C, there it is. Okay, now you guys are just along for the ride. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, you're just along for the ride. Just let me know. Yours is the conversation I'm having now is the conversation that I'm and here's I'm telling you is they're typing and here's I'm doing this. I should have said, hey, here's what it is they come in. We can do it. 3, 4, 5. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. There's that. So we can hit each one of those. I'll be like, hey, here's how I do this. So that way you guys can back end. So all I'm doing is I'm loading up the stuff from the back end. So that way we can have everybody in here and make sure that everybody is able to, be in here, because, hey, we want to give some stuff away, right? It's just taking me a little. I should have been doing this the whole time as stuff came in. I could have just went like, oh, here, let me add to this. And then we're good to go. Linda, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see as we go with that. There's 1, 2, This is fun. You guys get to see me stress a little over this because there's not a quick way on how this was done for, and I can't even like open up this and say, hey, actually, you know what? Let me see. Crystal, I'm gonna post this link in the green box cell that you're in. Let's see. I'm gonna post where'd you just disappeared on me, Crystal. You're there and you deleted out. Why Control V? Why does it not let me? All right. Why does it not let me even do that? Why is it not letting me copy stuff and paste stuff now? I'm seeing. No, I'm trying. Okay, go, Crystal. Head over to, jump over to our chat. I'm gonna save that link. Okay, I'm gonna click on that link that I just posted in there, Crystal, and see if we're able to see what you're able to see in there, because it should take you to the entry pages, and the last one is Linda M, I think, and then see if you're able to get in to see it from there. Because then if you are, then I can have you just start putting those in there, and you see what I'm doing. Because I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, this one's got 22 entries, and this one's got 12, and this one's got this, and that one's got there. So it's a little more of a challenge. But I'm not sure if you can see. I'm gonna see if you can see this screen. I don't know. That's the problem, because we're both, if two people can be in it, and see if that's there with it. So that was where I left off on. So you can tell me if it's in there. Order complete. Nicole says order complete. All right, we'll see if there. No, there's just why it came. I can see it, but it's all blank. I'll get them in. All right, Crystal's gonna bring those out for us. Okay, so Crystal's gonna add those to me. Shh. That doesn't necessarily work, Crystal. Here's what I need: all the entries in there. Post them in a doc, Crystal, and then I can just copy and paste them all in here, because if you can't see what I'm putting in there, then I won't be able to see when you're putting in there. So then there's nothing, so then we're stuck at it. But if you can give me all those names in a spreadsheet, then in a row, columns, put them here and drag it right there, and then go from here and then down like that. Does that make sense? Put them in column P. Yeah. If you just put them here and then yep, just go that way with it, because then I can perfect. Crystal. All right, right now, everybody, give a big round of applause to Crystal. A big thank you. Wait, not right now. Let her do this first. Otherwise, you might get distracted like I do. And then we can go ahead and add in here, because I'm like, oh, this is going to be kind of a thing to do. She's getting them set up for her. So, Crystal, thank you very much. Also, give a big thank you to Pilar. Hey, Pilar, thank you very much for all that you do. Pilar had a great vacation last week. She was down in Florida. She went to a boat show, and I said, boat shows in Florida are different. From somebody who's in the mountains, not the Midwest, somebody who's in the mountains, you have reservoirs and you have that thing, but they have some crazy stuff down there. And when you see a boat, you're like, oh, that's a nice boat. And you see it's like that price of a house. Whoa, it is wild. It is wild. That is for sure. Look, I bought some of Crystal and Pilar designs. They are. We are very grateful to have them. And that's why anytime somebody, wants to talk shit about customer service, I'm like, listen, I am not in the emails too often. I kind of glance over them and that, but I see a lot of stuff, and a lot of the people that have issues, they're not answering the questions that are being asked. Hey, what's it showing on your screen? What were you doing when this happened? How did it, screenshots, anything that you have with it. And they're like, my wizard isn't working. What's it doing? What isn't working? We need a little more information from that. So that's where we have forms to fill out, and you go through that way. So everything is nice and tidy and good over there with it. Oh yeah. You're just rocking through it. Crystal is crushing it right now. I love it. So then the ones with the mystery boxes, yeah, then the ones that, so we'll need that list. And after what I'll do on this list, Crystal, is I will draw from this list, and this first set, this will be for mini packs. So we've got 3 of those that we'll do, and you can have your choice of a mini pack or a design of Pilar and crystals, and then a template. So there's that one for it. And then I just need the list of everybody who spent the over 100, and so we can have that list, and those ones will be for the mystery box, so that we can do it. And I really want to hear what you guys think about the mystery box. You know, you can say this sucks, and we know how to get better with it. Like, that's one thing that I want to try and do is, you know, maybe once a month we'll do mystery boxes or something, but we're really trying to test stuff out for getting ready for Black Friday. You know, and I know you're like, Black Friday, we're only in March, Todd. Yeah, we're in April tomorrow. And this is things that we need to start planning for and thinking for. Because let's say we have 50 of these boxes, and the boxes are, you know, $250, and there's $1,000 worth of things in it, or $500, or whatever it is. You're saving 50%. Well, it takes time to build those. It takes time to curate them. It takes time to that. So we're just seeing, how long does it take to do 10? What do we have with this? And you know, we sold all 10 of them. Maybe we do it again next week, and there's 10 different things in it, and we just keep going through and going through. But good way to finish that off. It's the same way with the ball drops. You know, we're looking at different ways to do that. We want to put some stuff together, so that way you guys have all the, you know, we don't want you guys to end up with shit. Right? We want to make sure that, you know, some of it you might be like, I don't know where I would use it from, but you're not stuck with a bunch of it. Like on the glitter, you know, there's going to be a foot of each glitter in it. It's here. What does this color look like? What does it test like? Can I use it for something like this? That's why I wanted to make sure to include the flock, the bling anything, the HTV anything, the transfer tape, the vinyl shield. Those are all things that people use on a pretty consistent basis. So, you know, that you're at least getting those things out of it. So pretty happy with how that should be. Now, I think that, and then we also have to do the 5+ year winner. So I guess why Crystal's getting that banged out, we can go ahead and they drew for the 5+ year winner. And there it is on that. We're going to do that because Crystal looks like it's all in there for there. So I can go with that. So 5+ year member, 5+ year member, win a mini pack of choice, is going to be, there it is, Mary Alice. Mary Alice, congratulations. You are the 5+ year member. You won a mini pack of choice. Make sure to claim it within 2 weeks. And you have to send in the SKU to info@the World screenshot. You'll be able to get that. Okay. Now, Crystal just crushed that for me. Thank you so much, Crystal. And we're going to go grab everybody's name in here, because when you add up all the entries, there's quite a bit of one. Now, can we get a list of the ones that did over 100, and we'll get those ones squared away in there too as well, Crystal, as we get done drawing all these. So we got that. We got this in here. There it is. As we have this, how many? Let's see that we have for it. Open race screen, right? Exactly. There it is. Yeah. Okay. So share this tab instead. So now you guys should see, there it is. Look at there. There is the Heat Press Dash, my friends. Heat Press Dash. I'm kind of proud of this app that we built. We were able to do it, but Heat Press Dash. We got 20 seconds to, we're going to see a race. First, so we've got a mini pack. I'm going to write these down so that way I know mini pack 1, 2, and then 3. So you can have a mini pack of choice, Crystal or Pilar. We're going to do that. And then the template. That's what we'll do. We'll give away one of the templates from tonight. So here's what we got for it as we go through. Press to start. And here we go. We're off to the races. And trust me, you're all down here. I haven't built it out far enough where he goes here. I'm like, oh, I need to go here. Trust me, it said that you're all on here. As we go through this, we'll see if somebody comes across from the line and who's going to win as it goes through this. And it looks like the winner of the first mini pack of choice is going to be Claudette C. Claudette C. You were the first winner right there. Claudette C. Copy is the first winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, you got that one. Or do I need to come up here for it? Claudette C. All right. Next up, let's see, is next race. This is going to be another mini pack of choice or a crystal purple R design. And here we go in 22nd race. Here it is. Oh, we've got some more in there. And that's what it does. It rotates through. It pushes stuff, people at the top, people at the bottom. We don't know where everything is. It's on there, but you're all in there. Trust me. It said that we had 187 entries in it. So we're rolling through this and you're able to see it. And here we go. As we go through this, oh, Gloria just came in there, but Nicole's spot up there. Who's going to come in and get it? Nicole C. Mini pack of choice or a crystal or polar design. And next, oh, and I see Crystal said that 100 is in column K. Perfect. We'll get to column K after that. All right, next race. This is going to be the third and final mini pack of choice or crystal and polar design. Remember, if you win these, to email in with the picture of the SKU along. You have 2 weeks to claim that, and they'll just drop it in there for you. So next race, here we go, off and running. Let's hit it. Here we go. And look at that. See, there's multiple Patties and Nicoles. And they see, this is what happens when you have all these extra entries in there. Nicole's almost all over the screen. There's like 5 of them. Nicole, are you going to win this one? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. How many is up there top with it? Is it all goes through? Is it going to be somebody low? Who's it going to get? Angela W. You won the mini pack of choice. I just realized this is the Magic Flock template down there. Mini packs of choice were those on this. Now, the next one. Okay, here's what we got. This one is going to be for the template. Now, for template is a tangible good. So this will be shipped out with your next order that requires shipping. If you placed an order tonight or before tomorrow, using the code TWT25, save 25%, you are on select items. Make sure I have that in there. It will ship out with that. If not, you have 2 weeks to claim it. And when you place your order, you just put it in there. Hey, I won the template on the 331 edition of Tuesday with Todd. Okay, here we go. This is for the Magic Flock template. And here we go. As we go through this one, who's going to get this one? This is a template. And it'll be either the Happy Easter or it'll be the bunny. We'll get one of those with it. The other one is going to go inside that mystery box winner. So here it is. Who do we got as we cross the line and hit it? And who's going to win it? Patty Q. You won that template. Now, Patty, I do believe you placed some orders tonight. So as long as they're tangible orders, we'll get that in shipping with you. Now, with that, I got to find number Q. And number Q, we're going to come over here and I'm going to copy these because we are going to kick this down so I can go change some stuff in the back end. There it is. I went away for a second and now I'm down here all small and weird. So I can get back in the admin side of things. We'll delete these out. And this one, this is for everybody who spent over $100. You spent over $100. You are entered in for a mystery box. So you get an extra mystery box if you purchase a mystery box for that. And you got that, and we'll the template. So we are going to open. This is going to be mystery box, right? MYST. Mystery box. There it is. All right, so open race screen. There it is. There's 14 of you. Add that to the stage. There it is. We will go ahead and where's that? There it is. Take that off there so we can see. And then we'll make this one big so that we can see it. Okay, so you purchased over $100, so that means this is going to ship out with your order. So congratulations, good luck to all, and here we go. 22nd race. Who is it going to win for it? Who do we got for it? Who do we have? Let's come out there. Is Danielle going to win? Is Gloria? Is Linda? Is Lisa? Is Pasha? Is Brian? Is Claudette? Is Selena? Is somebody down below? Who is going to win? We don't know. We've just got a few more seconds left over right there. Who's going to hit it across at the finish line, and who's going to win it? Russeline, congratulations to you, Russeline, with that mystery box. We'll ship that with your order. Love it. All right. There we go. Whew, that was fun tonight. I think it was fun. That was fun. I think we got everything that was there for it. All right. I think we went ahead and nailed it for it. We got everything rocked out for it. We got everything rolling through there. Super fun, super exciting. I think we can do some more of that stuff. As we go through more products and more things, we'll have some other stuff in there. But I think this is something maybe fun to do once there. Bingo, you missed the bingo balls. Well, and that was the thing is other ones said that they're tired of the bingo balls. So this is where we talked about doing it once a quarter, of doing the bingo balls. And we did it last month. So maybe next month in April, we'll do bingo balls again. Maybe we'll what do you think about this? If we flip flop things and we do like bingo balls, because then the bingo balls, I can do mysteries and I can do that. But the thing is we need you guys to show up for that, because we need you to show up and show out and buy, because it was there for it all. All right. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. So that way you get any other questions, comments, concerns. Once again, right here. Woo, right? You want a mini pack? Want to exchange it for Polar or Crystal or Polar Designs? Email us at info@therhinestone.world. Tell us when you want to claim it. Remember, what'd you win, Russeline? You won a mystery box. You won a mystery box. You were the big winner. Mystery box. Look at that, Russeline. Mystery box for it. Bingo. There are some bingo designs. There are some bingo designs there. So I'm saying that it's there. Mystery box, right? It's there. Yes. What do you think about that? You got an extra one. What do you think about that? I mean, that's kind of cool if you ask me. And yes, happy Easter. God bless to all. There is Easter coming up this week. And this is the first time for Easter that I think I'm not cooking. I think we're going out to eat. We're going out. We're going out to a place, not even for brunch. We're going to do it for dinner, I think, for it. So yeah, everybody have a happy and safe Easter. We will do this next week. We'll make some more things, and that way we have it. But Misty, you can always watch it, rewatch it for it. But we need you guys to show up. Make sure, like, subscribe, share. Turn on Misty. You know what you do. Turn on those notifications. Go up and like and subscribe and turn on the notifications. Make sure it's on, so that way we have it. All right. Everybody have an amazing night. And until next time, peace, love, press on, and we will see you then.